Hello, TikTok. I'm going to be very vulnerable right now, and I don't know if y'all can help me or not. A week ago, I got a call from my grandpa. When I answered the phone, it was his daughter. She told me he had a fall. Hit his back pretty good, and his head pretty good. Seemed like things were okay for a few days, right? Just normal procedure stuff, when somebody does something like that. But then, today, I received another phone call from my grandpa's phone. And it wasn't him. It was his daughter, who has been his caretaker since my grandmother passed away. She broke out in tears instantly. She's one of the strongest women I know. So automatically I knew something was wrong. He fractured his spine, and he hit his head so good that now he's starting to say things. He almost ripped his catheter out, which almost would have been very bad, because he doesn't understand. He keeps wanting to go to the corner, or keeps trying to get up to go to the bathroom. Everything has taken a toll for the worse, and I'm not there. I don't know every little detail. I know his kidneys are messing up because of the fall. And so, as the time has gone on, the symptoms have shown. Eight years ago, I got on a one-way plane ticket out of Florida, South Florida. The hardest thing was leaving my family, my loved ones, the whole life I knew, to create something that my soul was screaming for. I was 24 years old. And within the first year, my worst fear happened when I got the call about my grandmother's stage 4 ovarian cancer, which is my favorite human. I was trying to get everything going up here, 600 plus miles away from where I'm from. And it seemed like, the chemo, whatever. And then all of a sudden, 2-3 months, I got the call that you need to come down here. Within the first 10 months I left Florida, here I was, walking into a room where I didn't recognize the woman I left. The strongest woman I've ever met in my life. And the one woman I saw single her whole life growing up. And then watched her have a fairy tale 10 years before this, when I was about 15, 16 years old, from the man I'm talking about right now. I walked into that room. I told her it was time for her to let go. There was no need to worry anymore. After I left, within that week, she was gone. And me and the man that she brought into my life, that became my second grandpa, that was my second non-biological grandfather, became a Prince Charming in my life. The sweetest man I've ever met, that walks around wanting to make people smile, That's all he was. He's constantly cracking jokes, constantly singing. He got that mountain twang in him, because he's from these mountains. They were supposed to come up here in 2 weeks to visit. A couple years ago, I was going through something I can't physically explain, because I don't want to get off track. I went down to Florida after I sold the house during COVID that I was in up here, and the motorhome I bought, and I parked it on his property for 2 months, and it was the best 2 months of my life. Because it was the first time I felt that type of love from a man. We became so close. He'd hold my hand, sing to me. We'd sit by the lake, eat Jersey Mike sub that we still always talk about. We have a connection that goes deeper than blood, to where I can telepathically communicate with him and he's calling me, or vice versa. It's a very special relationship from a woman that I lost in the first year of me trying to transform my life for the better. And my worst fear happened, but she blessed me and left me something I cannot physically explain, of the gratitude and the love and the depths of which I feel for this man. Or else I wouldn't even be making this video. When the main man in my life couldn't be there for me the way my grandfather was in 2 months. He healed something inside my soul. Because that soft touch of a man, that compassionate, vulnerable love that he was able to give me so unconditionally. He'll tell you I'm his favorite granddaughter, and not to tell anybody. Anybody that knows, me and him, we have a very special bond, and you can see it. I have videos that maybe I could try to connect after this video, but I'm not good with technology and I have to go through my phone. The reason I have to go through my phone is because it's been over 2 years since I've seen him. And this past year, a few months ago, was his 90th birthday. But I don't want your sympathy, because I can tell you how hard it's been for me. That's why I wasn't able to get there, because I couldn't afford it financially, and I didn't have a support system to turn to. And he's on Social Security, and all he would ever say is, I'd send you it if I can, and you know I would. And I've missed him so hard and dealt with since I've seen him last. I've lost both my dogs, my soul dog and my honey boy. She passed away in my arms, and I had to put him down. It's been the worst year of my life, the worst year and a half. Between job, between Hurricane Helene, between so much pain inside me from loss and nobody to turn to, trying to make it on my own, all these things, and all I want is to see him one more time. I literally just paid for gas and quarters, $10, and I don't care. I just want to see my grandpa. That was them. That's her pen. It's been there for years. And I just don't know what to do. I want to get in my car and go down there right now. My car would not make it, nor would I have the gas money. The cheapest flight I can find is in 3 days, round trip, on Thursday. And I just don't even have that. They were supposed to come up here in 2 weeks because he has family up here. Bakersville, Georgia. McKinney. His grandfather is the co-founder of the Blue Ridge in Georgia. He's the sweetest, best man I've ever met in my life. And he healed me in so many ways that I cannot explain. In God's hands, the Father, the Most High, was over his life. He was able to be the best man, husband to 2 women. And he lost both of them. And the best father he could be. And the amazing grandpa. Grandpa Jake. Jake McKinney. I'm just sitting here thinking about all the stories he's told me. Like his cousin Ronnie Millsap walking him to school because he was blind to the bus stop, who became a famous singer. He served the same time as Elvis Presley. Different battalions. He has done and seen so much. And my worst fear, with how hard it's been for me, is not being able to see him one more time. I don't really know what else to do, but let you guys know what my PayPal or Cash App is, and maybe I can just see him one more time. If you've understood the mental, physical, and emotional, spiritual abuse I have felt from men, and the complete opposite of a man he is. And it was the first time in my life that I was embraced by that type of man. A divine masculine that is just so pure. Always working out of his heart chakra. Always. I'm so blessed. But if I could just hold his hand one more time. And when I tell you, he loves to sing. And she told me, for the first time, he said, no, I don't feel like singing. And I have videos, you know. I'm not used to social media. But I've got to a point in my life where being vulnerable is not weak. And showing emotion is not weak. I was raised to wipe my tears away, put my chin up, and shoulders back, and carry on. I've come so far, I can't believe I'm even making this video. But if you feel it in your heart, I really would love to see my grandpa, because I've only had him half of my life out of the 32 years I've been walking on this earth. I was blessed enough to see him give my grandma the best woman I've ever met in my life, the strongest woman I've ever met, that was dealt the worst cards of the deck. I had to raise 3 boys on her own and was left neglected and abused. I watched him give her fairy tale. Little did I know how much of a Prince Charming he would be for me too. I'll leave my information down low. I don't even got enough money to bring more storage on my Gmail. If you feel it in your heart, I will be forever, eternally grateful. Because I can't afford it. And it would mean every possible thing to me. Because if I ever got married, that's the only person I wanted. Because I would love to elope. He just means that much to me. I'm gonna go through my phone and see if I can find a video to show you guys. So you guys can have a visual. Peace and love, y'all.
Time you showed up with my order. Wasn't that a beautiful smile? See, that's what the word. She was fixing me Himalayan possum.
Oh, Lord, I ain't never had that before.
Himalayan possum?
Oh, I ain't never had it before.
Yeah, she said she found Himalayan in the road and it's still good.
Wait. Hey, I think you want to eat him, man. I think you want to eat him.
I don't think so either.
I said I'd spoil them and I'll get them some KFC.
I know that's right.
You guys be safe.
You too.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Now you can look at yourself.
I don't want to look at myself. No.
Hey, we in here. Yes, we here.
See, I was just telling her, this is what we missed.
Uh-huh.
The world is missing today.
Definitely.
Somebody that can joke and smile.
Yes, sir.
you
That's
know,
me right here.
I'm full of jokes and smiles. And,
Right.
well, I ain't gonna kiss you now. She might, but I'm
Y'all gotta send that to me. You gotta send that to me. So I can post it on
I'll
Facebook.
probably put it on TikTok or something.
You got,
no, send it to him.
I'll get it from you one time y'all get around there.
We gotta pull around Grandpa. Bye, guys.
No, they're gonna come around.
Oh, okay.
He said I'd like to have that. Send it to my phone.